I organized this exhibition, and I've got my friend Thomas, which was my producer for my exhibition that I done in Japan about the digital photography, because I was sponsored by ACFA and Apple Computer to design the first digital photography, making huge exhibition with incredible stuff. And Thomas, we are really good friend. He's a good producer as well. He knows all the things. And so they came here to Gozo I mean Thomas to work, and he had his wife and his two kids. They were on holiday, and then his wife got a lumbago. She could not move. She was completely blocked. And she used to go time to time. Every day she used to go and walk for a little bit with the two children, one in the pushchair and one walking with her. And she met my friend Angelo. And one day they met each other, and Patricia is just like walking like this. And then Angelo said, "What's happened?" And she said, "I can't move and whatever." Angelo said, "Oh, I know a guy that can help you. If you want, I send it to your place." And Patricia said, "Yes, of course." And then, like, so a couple of hours later, somebody knocked at the door, and a guy and a woman arrived. I say hello. He said, "Hello, my name is Ramsey, my name is Sabrina. Hello, I say I'm Leonardo." And he says, "So I'm coming to help. You got a girl here that can't walk." I say, "Yes." So, well, I bring him to the bedroom of Patricia, and so I let them there. And I'm starting to talk to Sabrina, to the wife of Ramsley. We have a tea together. And so they are French, so we are talking together. And then Ramsley came back in the front, and Patricia, big smile, like nothing had ever happened. She had never lumbago and whatever. I say, "Wow." I say to Ramsey, "Wow, you're really good." And that was it. Okay, so, and Sabrina said, "I'm coming often here to Gozo because I've got my business here." And she said, "Next time when I come, I will call you." And I said, "Yes, of course, come and we make barbecues and whatever." So, make my exhibition, and I had another friend, Patrick, which died now since. And my exhibition was in Arb, and I was waiting for people to come in, but I was waiting outside smoking my cigarette. And then it's a guy that I knew. I was not friend at the time with him, but we became friends. And I said, "Oh, come and have a look what I'm doing. I've got the exhibition up there." And inside, it's like the goddess of fertility that I put in the temple that I saw at Jarim and whatever. And I designed all, I had like 35 paintings just about the goddess and the temple. And Patrick said, "Wow, this is incredible, this is beautiful." I said, "You know what? I know a temple here." I said, "You know a temple?" He said, "Yes, it's a temple not far away." I said, "Oh, when can we go?" He said, "We can go now." I said, "Okay." I go and close the exhibition hall because it's like 2, 3 people walking time to time, so I just close the door and that's it. And we go. And Patrick told me, I don't know exactly where it is because I used to go there with my friends on the bicycle when I was 7, 8, 9 years old. And the guy was 60, something like this. So he said, "But we will find it." So we are in the jeep and we are looking, and then we go there. "No, it's not here, sorry." We go there. "No, it's not there." And then, yes, I remember, it's there. And then we arrive there. And I said, a stone circle, complete stone circle, beautiful, peaceful, lot of energy and whatsoever. And I say, "Wow, Patrick, thank you so much to show me this place." He said, "But be careful, it's a secret place, a sacred place. Don't make advertising about it, okay? Because this place got to stay sacred." So I say, "Okay, no problem, don't worry about it."